G'day team, once again welcome back to CEW.Manufacturing. I've said it a few times and I'm going to say it again, I'm sorry this video has taken so long, but I think it's about time that we wrap up the bonnet build video with the actual installation of the bonnet onto my mate's car. I was installing the bonnet at his house, so I didn't get much of a chance to narrate. In fact, I didn't narrate the video at all as I was conducting it, so I'm just going to talk over the top of the footage that we took on the day now. First up, we had to remove the original bonnet and then take our new carbon one and see if it fits. The new bonnet was pretty close out of the mould. It required a bit of cleaning up on the edges there. I started off using a permagrit sanding block and then eventually upgraded to a belt sander. Turns out the belt sander makes short work of the carbon and I'm probably going to use that again in the future. To mark the positions of the bonnet pins on the bonnet, we just put some paint pen on top of those pins and then close the bonnet down to get a mark that's transferred up to where they need to be drilled. Then took a pilot hole, drilled a small hole through the underside, and then used a rotary tool just to enlarge that hole to the right size. Before finally finishing it off with a square file, just to get those corners nice and sharp so that it fits around the pin properly. Next we had to install the actual bonnet pin latches themselves. We just held them in place with the locking pin through the vertical pin and then drilled out the small holes for the rivets. We made sure to use a high speed on the drill and a low feed or a low pressure so that it didn't blow the back of the carbon out as we were breaking through. We also made sure to give the area a really nice clean. We don't want that conductive carbon dust going all through the bonnet and the engine bay. We probably should have put down some drop sheets over the engine to catch more dust, but it was pretty concentrated and the vacuum did a good job. When it came to installing the latches themselves, each of the holes as well as the underside of the latch was treated with a bit of silicone sealant. This will keep the water out of the joint and stop any kind of corrosion, or at least reduce any kind of corrosion between the aluminium rivets and the carbon. Aluminium and carbon sit on opposite ends of the galvanic scale and can create quite a nasty, essentially a dry cell chemical battery that will corrode away the aluminium. And finally, no BMW is complete without a Chevy badge. This car wears the Chevy badge because it's powered by an LS1 and, in the words of my mate, because why not? So that wraps up the carbon fibre bonnet build. There's a few lessons learned in the last one. This is a pretty short video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked it. If you've liked watching this series, please consider subscribing to my channel. Cheers guys.